YouTube. Welcome back to yet again a brand new series where today I am gonna try to get better at drifting on the wheel. Now, I've had my Logitech steering wheel for quite a long time and I'm all right at racing at it, but I haven't really tweaked my settings since I got those initial settings. So I'm, contrary to popular belief, not a very good drifter on simulation in this game. I have a blast drifting on controller, but I'd love to just get so good at drifting on wheel. So I spent a bit of time today tweaking my wheel settings so that I feel it's a bit easier to control on the wheel. I dropped down my degree of rotation so much. That's the biggest change I made. So we're gonna run through my settings right now, and pretty much in this video I'm just gonna be trying to get so it's gonna be the needle climb. My end goal for this series is I would like to get a score of 450,000 or higher on the needle climb, but throughout today the highest I've been able to achieve is about 275,000. I think was the highest I got, and that was a really good run. So I really think this series is gonna push me to get better on and off screen with this steering wheel. I'm very excited for it, but I've been dallying a lot, and let's hop into my settings. So I didn't change anything here. I'll run through these quickly if you want to copy down exactly what I have if you haven't seen my wheel setting video. And if we go into advanced, I'm not going to go through everything in depth because I've got a different video on that, but I'll slowly scroll through here if you didn't see that video and you want to copy it down. This is everything. I'm going to just stop on what I changed: my wheel rotation angle. So this is different for some people. For me, it's rotation angle, and it goes up to 900. But for some people, this might be sensitivity. It works on the same general scale. I don't know the exact conversion. I don't know how high the sensitivity goes. I just know it's called different things, and I have mine at the lowest bit. And I'll explain why I have it like that. The reason I have set it to be the lowest is because that means when it was full, I had to turn the wheel all the way to here to get my tires to turn the whole way. But now I only have to turn my wheel to here, so that's a very quick turn to lock my wheels a full way. The wheel still spins more than that, but as soon as I hit here, wheels are fully locked that way. So it makes it much easier to recover from a drift, because on a controller, you're going like this and this. It's very quick to go all the way left to all the way right. But on a steering wheel, when you have 900 degrees rotation, you're turning till there. And now you're turned all the way right. But with what I've done, I'm going to scroll all the way down here again. What I've done now, turn to there, all the way down. Turn to there, it's all the way turned. So this has allowed me to already notice a big improvement in my drifting. So pretty much today, I'm just going to be running down, giving you guys some good attempts. Hopefully, our car of choice is the Toyota GT86. This is a rather easy car to drift in. It's the same with the BRZ. I think we'll use this for the better half of this series and hopefully move to something else near the end maybe. But I really just want to get as good as possible, and I haven't given this track any attempts yet today. I've only been drifting around the city, but I figured this is a good place to learn how to. It's very tough, and it's hard for me to talk, so I'm just going to do a basic attempt right here while I'm talking to you guys. But as you can see, it's very easy to change angle when the rotation's only 270. Now, I'm not drifting the best, but what I am doing is I'm not spinning out. I'm not doing full 360s as often. Whereas previously, if I had done a drift like that and tried to recover, that would have likely been it. I would have gone off because I wouldn't have been able to turn the wheel all the way enough to get the degree of rotation that I need. Now, there's a lot of things I still have to figure out drifting-wise. I have to figure out exactly what gear I want to be drifting in. I don't know really how any of it works. I haven't spent nearly as much time on any of that in this game as I should. The biggest thing I know I have to work for is throttle control. I have to really get better at knowing how much I want to push down my gas and then when to turn the wheel and start pushing down the gas more. It's just going to be a big learning curve. I hope you guys are here for the journey, and if you have a sim steering wheel, I suggest you follow along, because I'm sure I'm going to find things that are going to help all you guys on sim steering. And if you just watch for entertainment, I hope you don't mind seeing me do too poorly too many times. So I'm just going to finish up this attempt right here, and we're going to teleport to the top. I don't feel like I can do an attempt where I go all the way up just yet. But we'll get there. 210,000, that wasn't a good start. But we're just going to keep doing these attempts. I'm not going to talk as much. I might pause throughout, but it's not going to be a consistent talk like it was that time. And I'm just going to be really trying to get 250 to 300,000 fairly consistently today. And I feel like that was a good use of my time then. I already, by the end of that, noticed a good difference in my drifting. I really have to get more spin. I have to be in first gear, I think, for that. It's a very slippery car. That is the problem. I'm just gonna be blaming a lot on the cars. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, and I really wish I hadn't neglected trying to get better. I kind of got to the level I needed to achieve to make my TikTok, and then I kind of pandered off. I didn't attempt to do anything else on the sim setup other than that because I was kind of happy with where I was at. But after just playing with this for a little bit today, and I see how much capability there is in the steering wheel, and I see like the true potential. I'm sure you guys all watch Goosiest and these other guys on Mr. G2 Fast. Like, these guys are unbelievable on the steering wheel, and I'd love to get there myself. So this series is really just going to be me trying to improve, and I'm finding it rather difficult to talk while I'm doing this. So I think I've talked enough for this video. I'm just going to give it a good few attempts right now. Who knows, maybe I'll cut some of this out. If you're still listening, I love you. And yeah, I'm just going to do some attempts for the rest of the video. And if I find anything new that kind of blows my mind or we have a good attempt, I'll talk again. But until then, just enjoy these attempts. You know, that attempt really wasn't too bad. I could really feel when I'm supposed to be flipping between first and second gear, which was huge. I can tell when you're supposed to, and I really never knew any of this before. On controller, you just let off the gas a little more and it's easier to brake, but you're really forced to use your gears on simulation. It's a whole new game and it's so fun learning it. It feels essentially from scratch. So I'm going to do a few more attempts here for you guys, but I'm actually really, even though that wasn't the highest score we could have hoped for, I'm very happy with how it turned out. At the very least, I really want this video, if you're a sim steering wheel player on Forza, I really want it to motivate you. To show you that even though I have a YouTube channel built around simulation racing, I have so far to go before I can even say that I'm good at this. If you've ever joined my TikTok live streams, people often say you're so good. And I will remind them that I'm really not. There's such a long ways I can go until I will even consider myself good as well. I am still a beginner. I've only had it about 2 months, so I hope, if anything, if nothing else, this video gives you the confidence to do better, to keep using your wheel, even though it feels like you're not making progress. I encourage you, follow along with me in this series. Try to get better as I get better, and I promise you, I'm going to be putting in the time. I will be better. I will be able to do this whole drift run by the end of the series. I promise you that, and I encourage you guys to follow along and do the same, because you probably won't regret it, and being good on the steering wheel, I can understand how it's just so much fun. So, I'm going to do a few more attempts here. I think I'll throw in 2 more. We'll call it a video. We'll see how this does, but I'm definitely doing this as a series, and I hope you guys can join me. I don't know what it is. I can't do that corner. This is like my third attempt now. Anyways, I don't want to drag out this video any longer. I need to do a lot more practice off screen. This is just kind of a test. I'm definitely geared in on getting better. I hope you guys are with me. Either way, this is going to be a series. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've made it to the end, the first person to comment, "You got this," I'm pinning you, and I'll subscribe. Anyways, I know this was a longer video. I appreciate you sticking in there. As always, love you all. Your support means the world. And like, comment, subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications. Only like 1% of you do. Blows my mind. But anyways, turn those on. Love you. See you in the next one. Peace.